Right, is everything working? Is everything working? I sure as hope. Sure as hell hope it does. We refresh the chat a couple times because for some reason it can be a bit iffy with that. No idea why, but sometimes the chat just doesn't come up for me. Well, I have an idea. That's a lie. I do have an idea about why, but I don't know how to solve it. I don't know how to solve it. Yeah, cool. I sound exactly the same. So, gonna be playing some of. Just immediately gonna go into it. I'm gonna be playing some Total War. Love Total War, and there is a new set of stuff. There's a couple of stuff for Empire, a couple of stuff for Dwarfs, a couple of stuff for Nurgle. Where are they? Nurgle. I'm not going to be playing Nurgle because I sort of played them already and they had fun. Dwarfs, I probably will go to at some point, but I think I want to just play the basic Empire. But not actually this one.
Death would be
Who
such
is the is the new one, the new interesting one with all the college stuff. I kind of just want to play Gelt. Because he's got some changes in his things. Got access to the College of Magics, recruiting wizards and special campaign actions and stuff. You can summon metal dogs, which is never bad. Just the fact that he has this stuff now, pretty good. That's why I kind of want to go with this one. Just to see how he works. I'll give it a couple minutes before I officially start. But yeah, I've been playing these games for a while. Sort of on and off, effectively whenever a DLC came out. And with the way, look, he's all the way over here now in Cafe, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to actually seeing how he plays and how it works. I'm obviously not incredible with it. You will bet this is a thing you have to bear in mind. There will be a fair amount of me auto-resolving stuff. I'm sorry, it's just I don't want to fight every fight. I'll try and fight more fights than I normally fight, though. Right, I'll start the loading, because, the loading will take a while. Because, it's loading literally a whole world at this point. But yeah, I thought I'd give this a go. I did consider the possibility of just doing another Rogue Trader stream, but I decided against it just because I wanted to play... I just wanted to play something... one of the games I like playing at the end of the day. Because if I'm not playing something that I want to play at that point, then what's the point? What's the blimmin' point? I do like how this horse doesn't have the generic sort of white wings. It's got like more bird-looking wings. They're like sparrow-ish wings. That's kind of cool. Have you ever thought about like maybe this isn't a mask and it's just his face now? I don't know the lore 100% with him. Other than that he's effectively Midas in the fact he can turn stuff to gold. But like I know he can manipulate gold, so maybe it doesn't matter, but he doesn't look like he has a way to take off that mask in my head. I realized the other day, I was talking with my friends, and I realized, effectively, because I was playing this game the other day, before the DLC came out.
How should we proceed?
That
training.
Effectively, you know what? I think we need a bit of music here. I think it's going to be a bit boring because it's not got the ambient music that that some of the Rogue Trader game does. I realized. So I realized the other day that I think I am effectively a dwarf in the sense of my personality is exactly what a dwarf would have effectively. Right, what's this? Each tab represents a different college of magic, each offering a different actions. Repeatable actions can be used multiple times throughout the campaign, enabling the wizard. Yep. Single-use actions grant rewards such as permanent wings of magic bonuses and special items. With an action selected, the info will show up in the effect target. Okay. So I get this. And the way I gain these is from buildings, battles, and other stuff. What does this do? That just makes another gold wizard. And just instantly recruits them, which is kind of insane. This just uses 150 to give us 3,500. Gives 150 to make 3,500. What are these? This makes a robe. Jesus. Yeah, that seems very good. That's just a hex. All armies just lower the winds of magic cost. And then bound spell for Balthazar. That's just a cataclysm spell. And there's one of these for literally... Okay, it's not as extensive, but still. It's still pretty damn good. I wonder what the Jade Order ones are. Okay. Oaken Sickle. Okay, so there's obviously less crafting with everyone that isn't the gold wizard, because that's the metal wizard. It would make sense.
Ulrich's will.
You know, I thought we were supposed to be friends with the Cathayans, but it kind of feels like what we're doing is just killing them. You know what? With how many I got from just doing that one thing, I'm immediately doing this. We're immediately making ourselves some more gold.
I shall be victorious.
I just feel like we're getting so many from each of these things that we may as well.
Now.
What's this? Zhao, the Iron Dragon of the Western Province, thanks you for your aid protecting the southern borders from the Burning Wind nomads. While he deals with the dissidents to the north, he requests further aid to continue pushing them back. Ooh, I could demand supplies, or I could just make him really, really like me. Sure. You can have my supplies. I can make you any form of supplies. What does this do? Just a buff. That's not bad, but I don't know how close I'll be. And I love this ability just for how it looks. So I have to take that.
I am the supreme patriarch.
And I know they nerfed Root Marcher, but I still always take it out of instinct. Elect account state troops. Archers? They don't look like archers to me. They look like pirates. At least in my opinion. Let's see. What are we building? Wait. Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this? Diplomatic halls. Well, I mean, I have to build that.
Do not waste my protection.
And then there's the village here, and then Fu Hung. He's a bit Fu Hung, if you know what I mean. No, does that not work? I don't think that works. I could just make Cathay really, really like me. Alternatively, I could just buff my front line. Campaign movement, on the other hand, is incredibly good. What? Casualty replenishment is also incredibly good. Teachings of Teclis. Well, I'm glad that he's helping us. I think realistically, I don't know how much of this stuff will do. Maybe a bit of the War Machine stuff. I think I'm going to go with campaign movement, because my list of things that are important for me, it goes number 1, top of the list. You can't see it, but I've done that thing where you put your hand to show the top of the list. Movement, because I normally have one big army. Second on the list, I've moved my hand slightly down. Casualty replenishment. I need it because I need to be able to use this one army that I have in more and more fights. And then number 3, upkeep, lowering upkeep so that my big army doesn't screw me over, and that maybe, just maybe, even when having all those elites in one army, I can get a second army. And then the rest of the stuff. The rest of the stuff isn't big enough for it to be considered its own, get its own place on the thing. Nothing personal, it's just true. Do I want some pistoliers? Or do I just want more baseline troops? I kind of just want more of these. I'm not very good with guns either, which doesn't help. I know people are probably going to say, well, then you should have gone Huntsman General. Because the Huntsman General doesn't have access to... Well, he does have access to guns, but he... A, has a limited amount of them, and he buffs his archers, and he makes those hunters exist. Well, he doesn't make them exist, you can technically get them with anyone else, but he's, like, known for them. And my answer to that is, they didn't get a big overhaul like Balthazar did. So I chose Balthazar. That's literally it. It's insane how much difference they did with this one compared to their last DLC, which, when it first came out, was horrendous. Just horrendous in terms of amount of stuff in it. And then after the fact, they made it into what I would consider a normal DLC for their standard. But what I will say is, it still wasn't incredible. And this one, not only have they... I'm not going to say it's perfect, because nothing's perfect. But what I will say is that they've... Do I need more spears? Take one of each. More archers. I don't need a fast. I got that. What I will say is that not only have they done... Do I go like... You reckon I go like down and then up? Yeah, I think I do. You're right. But I think I should go... like this, maybe? I'll click and see whichever it takes me. Not only have they done the 3 lords that were part of, like, the... effectively what was going to be the pack, but they changed it. They also, which I really, really like, have upgraded not just those lords, but they've upgraded generally, like, some of the other legendary lords in those, like, factions that weren't doing very well. That way. Ooh, I don't have a siege attacker. I just realized. That's going to be annoying. Casualty replenishment and growth. 2 things that are very important. Alternatively, I could just get a bunch of recruit ranks for infantry units, which is not bad. I think I just want grain silos, though. As I've said before, the way I play this is big army, with as much buffs to allowing them to continuously battle. I play like Khorne, but Khorne's actually not that fun in this game, in my opinion. If I was going to choose a faction that I think needs to be fundamentally improved, it would probably be Norsca, and then Khorne would be close second. I was talking about this with my friend, but I kind of feel like in this game, and correct me if you disagree, but I kind of feel like Khorne sort of takes this weird, like, it sits there and it's so slow at taking places for not being a horde faction that it's kind of useless. At least I found it useless. Because it's not, to me, it doesn't have the mechanic of the orcs, which arguably, if you're looking for a way in which you can play like you'd assume orcs play, I would assume Khorne would play. I would say play the orcs, because that's how they play. They play like like this roaming horde that constantly wants to attack and get buffs for constantly attacking. Now, don't get me wrong, Khorne also does this, but the trick is that you're not taking settlements every time you destroy them. You're just sort of leaving them. And you're not doing a Brayherd thing. You're not doing a Beastman thing where you... Ooh, what's this? Successfully pushed back across the Great Canal. I ask you for continued assistance by advancing across the waterway and dealing a final blow to the dissidents. Sure. Why wouldn't I take this? This just seems good. Like, why would I say no to him? I guess I get a decent amount of money. I guess the logic is you don't get the money, but the money's fine. I'll take money. I think I want a line of swordsmen realistically, especially against Cathay, who I don't feel like have a lot of large. And I'll take one pistolier, although I won't like it. But yeah, like they just sort of, they sit there after they've destroyed a place and then someone can just come up and take it. And they don't have anything like the Beastmen where they can sort of just stop you from taking a place until you take their like little thing. I want money. Screw public order. Who cares about that? So they feel bad. And then I think like the reason I choose Norse higher than them, even though they have that ability, that problem to them, is that I think Norse fundamentally, maybe because of the way the chaos works, and yeah, just mainly chaos warriors work, Norse very much feels like they are the secondary class, always. Like, you're always using them as your, like, I don't know what the word would be. I guess just like, you're using them as your lackey, constantly. I think I want that. But I don't think I want to go that yet, just because I want to take a buff. So it very much feels like you're sitting.
I will not obey the Empire. Very well, I'll move.
That's annoying. Oh well. Guess we're walking.
On march.
To me, they very much felt like it was a bit of a shame for them because they didn't feel like they were their own troops. In my opinion, they didn't feel like they were their own thing. Anything I can do with all this? I didn't get a ton, actually. I could do this again to get some more money. But I don't think I need a ton more money. Do I just want to get something like this? Like a bounce spell? Like save up? I think I'm just going to save up. But yeah, they felt underwhelming. And I would love to see them get some more stuff because they do have a nice like lore to them. Like the whole idea of like them worshipping all the gods effectively like as different incarnations than what is generally considered to be their incarnations. Like they consider it like the crow, the snake is how they represent like some of the gods. They very much animalistic in that aspect. And there's a load of really cool parts to Norse that are just sort of lost. Ooh, is that a big deal? Not really, because in a couple turns I get them rank 2 anyway. What rank is that? I think that's rank 2. Yeah, I'll take the losses. I guess I could have waited a turn. But I think I'm fine with that anyway.
Let us begin.
Get a couple of spearmen. But yeah, like you've got the Vermeer, which are really, really cool. I love the Vermeer. I think the look of the Vermeer is something that I wish they would capitalize on. Especially since it's one of their few completely unique properties, or at the very least, they're unique enough that you could say it's their own thing, right? There's very little that are like that. I think it's really just the Skaven and the Vermeer, and even the Skaven, you can make an argument that a lot of what their whole thing is about is more just generically what you'd associate with a rat, right? Rats with plagues and stuff like that.
The bright order are
Like that would make sense, you know, rats to be sneaky, and you can make arguments for the Skaven, but the Vermeer, they're just like, I guess the closest you could say to their like, why are we going all the way over here? Yeah, sure, it's so far away, there is literally, I'm gonna have to teleport there. But yeah, the Vermeer are just sort of, in my opinion, like they're their own separate entity that's really cool. The closest you could say to them, getting back more on the point I was trying to get across, closest that you could sort of say to them would be maybe like, I guess, like generic sort of bog monsters, I guess, would look similar to them. Kind of like those stories that everyone would like bring up, like those old wives' tales kind of things, where it's like, ooh, a monster from that will come in the mist and steal your child kind of thing. But it's instead the Vermeer do similar things. They come in a fog, and then they'll just, the whole village would disappear. Because they'll go in there, raid everything they can get, and then leave. And sure, some of the older lore is a bit, you know, isn't great in terms of what it sort of, what they talk about happening with all the people they kidnap. Sure, that makes sense, I understand that. But when people bring that up, I say, well, yeah, that is a scary part of it, but also, if you look back in a load of the Warhammer stuff, you're gonna find stuff like that comes up that is not remotely like nice to see, but it's a part of it, and they've just retconned the bits that are not good out of it, right? At least that's my thinking. And like, if you're coming at like a faction for not necessarily having the best, like most morally there, like stuff, then on the bottom of the list when you look at some of the other stuff. I mean, like if you go to 40k, for example, really old lore had Space Marines having like slaves and stuff, and they're not the heroes of, because there isn't really heroes in these stories, but they are considered like the poster boys of it. No, we're continuing the siege. No siege equipment. That makes sense.
I shall be victorious.
See, my thinking is, if they sally forth, it can only be better for me because I have cavalry. If we come across a close battle, or a battle that I really want to fight, I will fight them. But I am sorry, this is kind of how I play, and I'm not really going to change it just because I'm streaming. That's probably bad in the long run, but look, at the end of the day, as I've said before, I'm doing this for fun. I was saying this, but I love Cathay.
Time is gold. Let us not waste time.
Yeah, sure. I love Cathay's aesthetic. I think they did a really good job with it. I think it's probably like the limit of how high fantasy you could probably get with Warhammer Fantasy, though. Because it's bordering on, like, some of the stuff they have is bordering on, like, Age of Sigmar. Right? And Age of Sigmar is, I think, generally considered, like, if not one of, definitely up there as like
Ulrich's will.
as being one of the highest fantasy, like, well-known things, well-known franchises in fantasy. Because it's like, and people will say, well, oh no, this one has like blimmin' gods that can shape reality in them, and it's like, yeah, sure. If you get, for example, like D&D technically has gods that in a second could snap their fingers and wipe out continents if they wanted to. But what I'm talking about more is like the average unit in, like the average players in Warhammer Age of Sigmar are incredibly high fantasy. Incredibly. Why did it just pan up? Is that normal? It just panned up as if there was something up there, and then as if that guy had, the army had died and got shot up. But yeah, like it's probably the highest fantasy when you look at it like that, in my opinion. But what I love about the Cathayans is just like the aesthetics, really cool. What does he want? Sends his thanks for his assistance. He now formally requests the safe return of Cathayan lands to its rightful owners. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so I do this. I transfer all forces and the heroes to the Empire, and then... Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Yeah, why not? Let's negotiate mutual benefits. I want to stay here, but I also don't want you to hate me. I like that little bit of lore that they do there. More income, please. Screw. Wait, actually, before I say screw, how are we doing here? The Great Canal is like... Canal? Is not doing good, but other than that... I unlock the ability to make these, but I'm already making them. I mean, I do want to unlock the ability for halberds and crossbowmen. Because I don't really understand what you're supposed to use huntsman for very well. Like, I'm not very good with this sneaky hidey stuff.
What?
And cavalry. I'm horrendous with cavalry. Outpost? Oh, I guess I could get Cathayan unit. I'm not a particularly... I don't care for Cathayan units. I'm fine.
Let us begin.
But I will say... We're in the defensive alliance. So, mate, who don't you like? You don't like the dissident lords of those people? Cool. Do you like these people much? I doubt it. They're vampires, right? What's your opinion on these people? You hate them. Perfect. So if I utterly destroy them, you'd be fine with it?
I am ready. Are you?
So do I just make my way over there and just utterly destroy these places? It's hard because there's not many bridges that make it obvious how to get from A to B. But I think I can take, like, this place, take this place, go over here, take that, random floating island, and then take that. I think I'm pretty good against undead. They can use their, like, I'm gonna do this again. I just love making money from this every time. I'm sure there'll be a point where it's not worth it, but it's worth it for me. Hey, Greasus, what's up? Give their demand. I gift them 3,500. Faction will has threatened you. Rejecting this offer will result in a war. I decline? Yes? You've joined a fight against me and the Northern Dragon? He's a dragon. Sorry, the Western Dragon? He's a dragon. He not like a a metaphor, and it's not like he's riding it. He just is it. Wait, did you ask me to give you money so that you could fight him? If so, then that's like genius. Because I think I'm pretty much safe from him attacking. If you want an outpost, mate, you can have an outpost. I just don't know how useful it is for you. How do I get there? I have to move this way. So, move to here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna build up. The thing is that the closest place they have to attack as well, if they're coming at me, is my like capital, which is probably going to be most heavily garrisoned place here. So I'm kind of fine with what's this happening. I don't care about an outpost. I don't rate outposts incredibly highly, if I'm being honest. Like, don't get me wrong, they're useful. What does he want? Join the war against the dissident lords, and they'll give me... Sure. It's one dude, isn't it? On the dissident lords, just like one guy. And didn't you just win against them? Oh, Sartosa. Why am I seeing stuff about you? You're all the way over there. Why can I see stuff about you? God, I do wish, and they've been doing this a tiny bit in some of the war cries that are no longer usable. And actually, I don't know if the war cries. It might be under the other skirmish game for Age of Sigmar. But then I love seeing vampires, but done in like different aesthetics. So like Chinese vampires, or like Japanese, you know, like those kinds of like different aesthetics that you're not really expecting the generic, effectively Western looking vampires to be. Declare war. Yes. That your leader is a necromancer and yet you have vampires in your group. That was your first mistake. You should have put a vampire in charge. Your second mistake was having vampiric corruption right next to my land. Next to go is probably the Bridge of Heaven. I hope you have said your goodbyes, because your death will be swift. You know what's pretty good against blimmin' against undead? Blimmin' undead. Shit, that didn't work. Well, you know what's really good against undead? Blimmin' magic. That's the word I was getting at. What do I need to get these fancy stuff? Like, I kind of want to get, like... I don't know which one of these is good. Like, that's pretty good, but not on me. I think that's better on... I think I've already got a cloak that's my legendary item as well. If I look at quests... Quest? Cloak of the Molten... Oh, that's an item. It's a cloak. I guess it's different to a robe. That does make sense, actually. It just makes glittering robe better. I mean, I can say that I'll leave it, honestly. That's a decent army. I mean, even with the zombies holding them back. I think I'll go for that once I have maybe a stronger line of halberds and like crossbowmen as my back line. I'm assuming crossbows can fire over enemies. You don't have to do the gun thing, the gun line thing. Ooh, the Iron Dragon's pissed. Oh shit, him being in the city just increases your recruit rank for some of your guys. That's kind of cool. Do you think there's a scene for like high level play of this versus another person?
Welcome to my private cell.
It would be long. Military access. You're good friends with the northern provinces, so I'll allow you. Yeah, you're summoning some guys there, but it's gonna take a while, I think, for you to get me. Although, wait, can I just get to you?
Empire,
Oh, I'm just gonna take that place then.
by the comet.
Look, they're unhappy, but they won't be unhappy once I've killed all of these horrendous vampires. Or maybe they will. But, you know, we'll be down vampires, so there'll be bonuses to that. -1, -1. You know, I could change that if I just changed what commandments I was doing. I'm not going to, but I could.
I am ready. Are you?
God, you don't get to question me, random dude, in this. Of course I'm ready.
Supreme Patriarch. Who calls?
I'm apparently the esteemed patriarch.
Let us begin.
Oh, you're next. Nobody's gonna care if I get rid of the tentacle-faced dude.
Don't waste my potential.
Do I want a second army? Is this second army territory? This kind of feels like second army territory. You know what? We're getting a second army. For better or for worse. Knowing me, almost definitely going to be worse. Yeah, you can build this. Because why not? And this. And then you're going to recruit a lord. I want... This is the new one, the Master Engineer. He's not going to be very useful in this fight. I kind of want an Arch-Lector. They're kind of fun. Also, movement, very, very useful.
I serve Sigma, true servant of Sigma.
Sure, you're the true servant of Sigmar. Nobody's denying that, mate.
The comet. Looking ahead.
Wait, one second.
To it.
What did I say? Increase the income. Okay,
My
sure.
spyglass is of use. Servant of the faith.
Do I just get this guy these dudes as well? Like they're just better versions of what he's getting. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna build him as like my secondary army that also just goes in there and deals with stuff. Do I think that's gonna be 100% the right idea? Heck if I know. What does this do? These are just buffs to my winds of magic, which might be useful. But I kind of just want to buff my infantry even more, you know? That just feels like a fun idea. Do I build this outpost just so that it doesn't appear on my screen constantly? Because I'm honestly considering that. You know what? Why not? I don't think I can get these because I don't think I have the DLC, but sure. There, I have a little outpost. Hopefully it increases my my relationships with them, because I sure as hell aren't doing it for anything other than that. I'm slightly worried about that Bridge of Heaven that I'm trying to take, because it kind of looks like he has a full stack of an army there. Now, admittedly, if it's mostly zombies and skeletons with like a couple of like bell bats or something, like it's not going to be a huge problem. But it could also be like, if he has a couple of like high up units, like I guess the ghosts are less of a problem because I have buffs and also I have a mage as my leader. Hey, I don't respect that. Oh, the Jade Custodian just died. Sure, the following building has been constructed. The livery. Okay. and I get a legendary hero.
So, follow me.
There.
You summon me. Now,
Because I can't attack you on this turn is the only reason that you're still alive.
Protector of
You, on the other hand, you need to just be building more. You can get swordsmen now, so I think you just want 2 swordsmen. Oh no, they're spearmen with shields. You know what? Why not? One of each. I don't really know what I'm doing here. If I'm being completely honest. But that's never stopped me in life, and it won't stop me now. Do you reckon because inherently I imagine I'm using workers from around Cathay, that even though I'm building them in a Western style, they probably have like hints of the heritage of Cathay just because of like technique differences and sort of just like inherently what the builders would use for in how they build stuff, you know? I'd love to see how that would look. Like, how would it look if you took a Cathayan architect
you stand before the
and you go, okay, build this, and you show them the plans of a Western style, Empire style castle, and you go, make as close to this as you can make. Do you reckon they could do it? Or what do you reckon comes out of it?
Yes, that will do. Onwards.
I forgot that you can do this now. Such a good change.
awaiting orders.
I could stay here. But I think the thing with this is I wouldn't get access to these guys if I moved away. And I want more swordsmen. I wish it wasn't like 2 a blimmin' every time. I wish I could recruit more than 2.
Of the faith.
But I think that's later buildings and stuff. I think that's literally the whole point is...
Cease.
Ooh, it is mostly zombies, but that corpse cart does scare me slightly.
Comment.
I mean, I've got a lot of anti-infantry. Like a lot of I'm really good at killing infantry.
Ship is more valuable.
Oh, hello, Meow Ying. Yeah, sure. I don't know where the trade is coming from, but I'm giving you a lot more than you're giving me, but sure. I have no reason to get on the bad side of Cathay. I'd love to see that now, like a Western castle, but with like made by like some sort of Chinese architect from medieval times, and so it's made in the style with like hints of the style. That'd be cool. That'd be really, really cool. You know, I know that because I took it, it changed the purplish water in this to more are you running to attack this building? I mean, you can do that. I think that's a good trade for me. Unless...
Let us begin.
No? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Bridge of Heaven.
Supreme Patriarch.
I think I know what you're doing. I don't think there's anything I can do to stop it, but still, I don't think I mind.
Praise be to Sigma.
If I do this,
live
and I
to
choose
serve the
here.
Emperor.
Okay, we're just gonna do to like here first.
Sigma lightens my steps.
Sigmar does lighten your steps. Heard he's a great guy, except for canonically he is not a great guy. He's actually an incredibly inept person. Although in fairness, he does seem to... He's pretty good at delegating to people who are good. Give him credit. If you're not good at, like, actually running a place, being able to recognize that and decide to... to delegate to people that you know are good at it is like, it is not insignificant of an ability, right? Hey, look, I've got a couple of Jade Warriors in here. It's probably because of the outpost, right? That's probably... that would keep a decent army away now. Now, am I right? And is he going to be running towards that? We'll see on this turn. Is he going to ignore that army? There's no way. No, he's going to go after that army. Oh, there's that assassin. He's a problem because he'll use his abilities to actually kill my leader. Okay, why am I seeing the Great Green Prophet? Because he's got a harbor, isn't it? Oh, he just took down... what is that? What's her name? Aranessa Saltspite or something? She's got such cool lore. She's just not a fun legendary lord to play, in my opinion. Don't have enough movement. Don't have enough movement. Don't have enough... I was hoping you didn't have enough movement. Okay, you can take that place. It's not part of these places. But I'll tell you this much. That's the only place you're getting. Like, her lore, like, she's supposed to be like... people say she's like the... remember this correctly, because I could be completely wrong. The whole shtick is that she's... all these people are pretty low health. And, no, the garrison's gonna be... although... this is not a horrendous army. Could I do that? If I had like one more unit I could add to it, I think I could do it. Are these... no, these are one turn. Although having this Iron Hail gunner feels incredibly good. What would I want from them? I guess the Grand Cannon? You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get one of these guys, we're gonna get that, and then we're gonna get ourselves a Grand Cannon. And then, like... I kinda need a front line, like a... yeah, why not? Jade Warriors. Good luck taking that place with... good luck dealing with that army once I've done that. I don't think it's possible.
Moving off.
I've gotten so used to doing that I keep forgetting that this is a thing. Do I need more money? I kinda need more money. Sure. There, just get myself a little bit of a bonus. I don't want to be running out of money when there's stuff to buy. So this upgrades my income by 20. In the process, it does increase my control by 1, my growth by 10, and it... I guess it gives me this as well. You know what? Fine. I think that's a horrendous use of my money, and I will come to regret that. But, that's a next turn me problem. What's Goldtooth doing? Has he given up on attacking me? No. He's attacking something. I think he just attacked the settlement and lost. Based on what just happened there, he either attacked the settlement and lost, or he sacked the settlement and... no, he's got less troops in there than he had before. That's the ogres thinking that they could take an armoured city of Cathay and finding out very quickly that the place that's like the least corrupted by chaos is pretty damn good. I'm saying that actually, probably the Lizardman jungles are probably not that corrupted by chaos as well. Yeah, it's about 50-50 there. You know what, I'm going to turn it slightly down. so that I can hear myself think again.
What?
So I think there's like one song in there that's just a bit loud for me. That just sort of, I immediately am like, nah, I'm good. Whenever I hear it. Because there's like 3 songs that loop here, even though it says it's a 12-hour thing. It is technically, but also it's just a load of songs looped, right? Boom. Another kill.
Protector of the weak.
Now, this place, do you reckon I can attack it? I could win now. Maybe.
I will do anything for Sigmar.
You know what? I'm going to try it. I'm actually going to try it.
Champion of the faith. Ready to serve.
We've got a cannon. We've got a decent... These guys have decently high recruit rank as well. Yeah, see? I thought so. They just have so many, like, basic troops. One of the things I quite like about Undead, that, you very much have this whole thing of, like, you can summon an army in an instant. Like, they could attack you, and then the next turn you're just like, I summon an army. Good luck dealing with it. But the problem is, they probably can deal with it, because generally, the undead are... To call them weak is an understatement. The ones you can summon instantly are normally incredibly weak. Because, like, the zombies are just, like, barely surviving a lot of the time. What do I need for the thing? It's this. I need the cavalry one, as much as it pains me. I honestly think having cavalry in my armies sometimes is just a net negative when I'm using them. What do I get for doing this? Ooh, that's nice. I get, oh look, Moldova, if I build tall wall to the big defensive building. Okay. Is he a big defensive boy then? Which of these do I want to get? This one seems pretty decent, increasing the hero rank for battle wizards. But like an extra spell that's a hex isn't bad. And just increasing lowering the cost for spells just means I can cast more spells, you know? So there's so many things to think about with that. Can I recruit a hero at this point? How do I get a battle wizard? I need a wizard conclave, which is that one. Okay, fair enough. That'll be the next thing I build. Because I really want a wizard in effectively every group. You want a hero wizard for every group. There still isn't a lord wizard though, I think. Which is a bit weird to me. Now I know that logically wizards don't actually have armies that they lord over. And I know that fits the law, but it feels very weird that I, as Balthazar Gelt, can't have an army that's led by wizards. Like, I can't have all of my dudes leading, like, with wizards, right? Because theming-wise, it just doesn't feel as good. Now you can do the whole thing with having a hero in each of them that does it, but I don't know, it doesn't to me feel the same.
What do you require?
Yeah, this is the problem with having all of your things really far away. Amulet of the Sea God. What? I've never seen this before. Barrier? Why would I want... Give that to the blimmin'... Why did it give me another warrior priest? I don't need that. I don't have an army that can use him.
Very well, I'll move.
There's not a spot in this.
Wind of Shaman.
I guess I could get rid of, like, basic spearmen. I guess. But, like, is there any point in putting him in this in this army who already is led by an archlector
There is power
who's effectively his twin brother.
word is my command.
The only thing I'm adding to this army is probably what's the word? Probably some
Warrior of Sigmar.
like I'm adding the battle wizard, and then probably I guess some more. What's the fuck? I'm losing my way here.
In his name.
Some more like better units, like more swordsmen and stuff.
Righteous fury upon them.
Although I guess there's no reason to not have him in here. No, there is. There is. I'll put him in my main army. I don't like using them for skill monkeys a lot of the time. Research. I need more money, so increase income via tariffs, please. Although while I'm here, what does this do? Increase weapon strength and charge bonus, and they all gain the attribute. Oh, for halberd units, they get expert charge defense. Okay. That seems decent. Empire captains, witch hunters, clergy. I think I probably want to go around this next. I will pick up this if none of these are horrendous. This actually is very good. I might take that.
Archlector.
Yes, you're an archlector. I think generally I'm not going to put more troops into you until you get
So,
to here, because I think here's where the better recruitment is. Yeah, there's a level 2 here that you can use, and I might be able to recruit Empire Knights for your army.
you summon me.
Okay, next turn, Balthazar Gelt shows why he's the best wizard of the humans. But I guess, no, I think he's probably better than the new legendary lord. She's got a dragon, sure, but his mastery over magic, I think, is better. God, the Northern Dragon's dominating. God, I love that armor that they have. The cool, like, dragon helmet. I love armor that has a helmet that, like, is shaped to look like an animal. I think it's such a cool aesthetic that you occasionally see with, like, Greek stuff as well. With, like, lion helmets and stuff. It's just such a cool look, in my opinion. How are we doing here? What are we dealing with? A bunch of zombies, I'm guessing. And, well, the garrison's the scary part, I guess. But he doesn't have anything specifically that can do me over. My only worry is him attacking me. Close victory and I don't lose anything? I'm sorry, all of these have been like losses I consider acceptable. And so I haven't been fighting these. Hopefully my incredible bouts of comedy are the things that you're here for, and not my not to see fancy battles. There's much better people that you can go watch if you want to see that stuff.
My journey begins.
I guess you might have been coming to see Balthazar Gelt, because I mean, who wouldn't? It's Balthazar Gelt. He's the best dude because he just turns everyone to gold. How do you counter that? You can't.
Ready.
Oh, you attack me?
I am ready.
You're gold.
Are you?
You're basic. You're gold. I guess you're not basic, but for him, that is basic. Gold is quite basic. Still don't know if I particularly want him in this group. I guess I get rid of, yeah, a unit of spearmen. You're gonna merge,
Let us begin.
and then I guess you join.
A time to
I guess
heal.
you replenishing our troops is pretty decent. actually.
I am the
Not
supreme
bad.
patriarch.
Commandments. I would like money. My commandment is taxes. Give me taxes or give me death for you. You die in this hypothetical. Why do I have 5 under Golden Order? Oh, is it because I've done these abilities over and over again? I don't think it's that.
Here to serve.
Actually, let me have a look at this stuff. Is there anything I particularly want? Lock stoking stands for target. Grants targets. Anything here that I want? Grey Wand gives you a pendulum. That's not bad. Just having a free pendulum. Light Order give you... redirect projectiles back towards the firing unit. And you gain a barrier. That's not bad. And then that... yeah, okay, everyone gets that. And then the special thing. This one gives the passive. Okay, and causes terror. That's not bad. The sickle gives you regen and battle heal cap is up. I guess that's okay. This gives you... what does this do? Just celestial... okay, so I can sort of see what's happening here. You just get something that gives you the bound spell. And an ability that grants an army ability to people, but it's only for 2 turns. Yeah, it's all bound spells, and then a passive that just makes it so they're cheaper. Okay, that's still really cool. Obviously, they didn't have enough time to like make them incredibly like unique, all the things there, but still not bad. Am I getting rid of this vampire corruption? Yes, I am. Going down by 12 every turn. And after that disappears, I'm fine. Okay, cool. How am I doing in the other places? These places are doing badly. Why are you doing so badly? -2. Why are you doing -7? Oh, because I guess you're not particularly happy about the provincial instability. Why is this not at least giving you +1? This is +2. This is really bad. But, like, it won't be really bad next turn. Because it'll be positives next turn. I don't know what to do about this place. Because... like, in general, like, I've built the building. Buildings are giving 2. It's just that I don't have anything else to give it. I guess when I next have time, next have the ability to, I'll help there.
So,
Do I just get this? It gives the law, and it gives them magic attacks. I don't really think magic attacks are useful. You know what? Let's get this. Can you wear that now? Yeah, go wear this. You can't use a hand weapon, right? I imagine you can't. Oh wait, there's already on somebody. Fair enough. Corruption? I kind of want lower corruption. But I guess Apprentice Wizard's probably better. Oh, I can have both. Never mind. I'm not sure if I like putting... you know how like the upgrade for mine is...
interesting gilded step.
if you're not giving a peace treaty to my friend, you're not getting a peace treaty from me. I don't think I like... you know how you get a flying horse later on for these guys? I think it generally, it's just not worth it. Because it just means that every ranged thing can shoot you. And when guns are so prominent, like, giving a free target for guns that maybe don't have a target that they can hit yet feels like a mistake to make, right? Like, that feels just like a mistake. Like, if I was gonna say, like, hey, you make your whole, unless I have that projectile reversing thing, making every one of their units have the option to hit you if they have no one else to hit feels like just a bad thing to have, right? And that generally is what the flying unit is, especially when it's just a flying horse, because that means you're not even getting extra bulk. If it's like if it goes from like a horse to no, I'm good.
Now,
If it goes from like a horse to, say, like some beast that's that happens to be flying, then it's a whole different story. Are they dead? Did I kill them? The horrendous what were they, like, rebels of the spider of the snake people? Do they like me? Oh no, they hate me.
I have sacked the temple of Gilgamesh and
Slaughtered
slaughtered
the
the tigers
tigers
of
of
Ind.
Ind.
You think me intimidated by you?
I can turn you to gold, mate. The Temple of Gilgamesh, which is just Gilgamesh, by the way. You're not fooling anyone. That couldn't do it on you. Couldn't do that to you. I could. Why did I think that you were also a vampire?
Do not waste my potential.
You're not nearly as cool as that.
I will.
You're a blimmin' edgy elf.
What orders?
Why are these people so on edge again with me? Like, for goodness sake, I'm one of your friends. Hey, take a jade crossbowman and take a swordsman and this dude. Do I want, like, if it was any other turn, I'd actually get you something else, but I can't. Do I spend 4,000 on this? Probably. Do then I immediately spend 150 on more transmutation for more money? Yeah. Am I just incredibly greedy? Possibly. And by possibly, I mean almost certainly. 4 more turns for extra growth. Come on, man. Sure, you can have the buff. You can have the buff because you might be the front line soon.
Champion of the faith.
And you know what? To just round stuff off, I'm just going to give you this gunner. Just because it means you have a solid 20 next turn.
Sigma.
And that's literally it.
Yes, that will do.
You know what? Screw it. You're still healing. You're going to march. Right, my plan is to kill Squidface while my main man Zhao Ming goes around destroying the orcs for me. Ogres for me. Look at him. Yeah, chase him off. I have played the old gold tooth dude, his campaign. It's actually quite fun because it allows you to not.
Dealings will bear fruit, friend.
Sure. It actually allows you to do a nice little you can play the ogres without doing their main mechanic, which I actually don't like, which is that they have like this whole eating problem where if they don't eat, they just go like, they get hangry effectively and start rebelling and stuff.
Servant of Sigma.
And it's thematically really cool, don't get me wrong. I've just found in practice it to be kind of a bit boring.
Following Sigma's path.
And so the way you can play him is you just sort of stay in your territory and I can't build the bigger walls with you. Oh, Temple of the Elemental Wind. You're not building anything here then. Until you have access to that. Which will be in ages, because I have no way of generating a ton of money yet at the moment. Ooh.
Welcome to my private study.
Hello, Storm Dragon lady. Sure. But yeah, I don't like the food mechanic, but I do like playing the ogres, and so playing them with him, you just sort of stick in your area, and you control the trade route, and you just make tons and tons of money, and you don't have to expand your territory to like make scarier and scarier armies, because just inherently you have scary armies. Oh no! The Veil of Titans, I think, is screwed. 2 full stacks of Skaven, even if every one of those is a Skaven slave, is still a huge force. Wait, what was that? What's this? Okay, that's fine.
Praise be to Sigma.
Praise be to Sigmar. You know, I've always said that I've been a pro Sigmar guy.
That will work. Follow me.
Time to see if your strength rank of 6 is actually a good strength rank, or whether it's completely wrong and you're actually quite bad. Upkeep in armies and region. That's such a cool little bit of an effect that adds to this. Yeah, I'll get the... What does the end stuff for this? Long rifles and iron strides. I think I want war machines, or... You know, let's get this. Getting access to wizards feels like a good idea. I think building growth is never bad. Just in the off chance. You're not getting anything cool in anytime soon, are you? No? How is my general... Okay, the debuff disappeared and everyone's positive now. Everyone's realised that actually we shouldn't be so down in the dumps, because we've got a great life going here. This place looks kind of like harmonious. You know what I mean? It's just a harmonious place. No need to deal with anything. Except for these very, very easy enemies that think they can beat me up. God, I love that gold armor. Every time I see it. I know, I've made a comment every time, but it's such a cool looking armor. I've always been a big fan of like that style of armor is really, really cool, and I love like bronze. Bronze is one of my favorite colors, and seeing that sort of armor but in like shining bronze just looks awesome. I think bronze and green are like an underrated combo that I really, really like. But sort of like the green being the highlights. I've seen that done only a couple times, and both times I've loved it. Boom, increase my income. I wonder how many settlements this guy has before I do anything. He's got 7 settlements. That's 7 settlements I gotta destroy. Okay.
I am ready. Are you?
You're at war with people who like me. Perfect.
Order me.
Low casualties? Well, I don't even need my friend here.
The Druki don't play nicely.
Yeah. I don't even have like an incredibly good army, if I'm being completely honest. Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not like an insanely good army. I need to take this place. He has this area. I will be making my way to deal with that.
It is time.
Hey, get out of my land.
I serve the Helden Hammer.
The Helden Hammer. Have I got all the spells that I want? I've got my AoEs. I guess I could take the final transmutation. Is it just a direct damage AoE? Not really a huge thing. I'll take this because I think I'm got a heavily melee group. Sparring practice. What does this end in? Killing bro. And a passive ability that gives physical. Oh, I need this. This is huge.
The nation calls.
Replenishing troops just inherently as an ability seems insane. Extra 3% does add up. Is it honestly worth taking this instead? I think it is. I think it is worth it. More growth? Like, the better the growth, the better it is, it feels. Growth is also one of those stats that I've only recently realized is, like, actually top tier. Do I just go for more money? I'm not making a huge amount of money from here, so I think... corruption's not a huge thing. Faction-wide trade tariffs. Ooh. And control. I think that might be my favorite commandment I've seen. Construction time lowered. Sea lane duration lowered. This is okay, but I don't have halberds at the moment, so maybe it's not worth. I think I'll go for this. Next turn I take this. How do I get there? I want to attack there. Oh, it's just a straight line. Fair enough.
Against Sigmar's teachings, I refuse.
You can't refuse. I'm telling you to do nothing. You can't do that, okay? Okay, I think my friend is going to be fighting Skaven now. No, that's just a regular place. That's a bit surprising, honestly. It's also a bit surprising that it considers me easily being able to beat him. It doesn't feel like that to me. He's got 2 armies. You're like, sure, they might not be the best armies, but my army is not the best either.
Any other methods by which I could give you a true death?
Cavern of Blue Rose. No. You're vampires. You can screw off. I don't care if you're chill with my buddies. I imagine you only chill with my buddies because they don't have you as a higher priority at the moment. Like, technicality, they probably consider you at war with, just in general. I imagine vampirism in general. I wonder, actually, that's actually a cool bit of lore that they could do. I wonder if there are a lot of vampires that come here to try and take some of the dragon-blooded sorcerers and take their blood to try and gain that, like, because you know how the lore is that if you drink the blood of a dragon as a vampire, you no longer need to be sainted anymore. Like, you've won. Do you reckon they're gonna add lore where it's like, yeah, that's why vampires come here, is so that they can try and gain some of that blood that can maybe sate them, so that they never have to.
My faith forbids it.
Never have to, like, drink blood again. That would be a kind of cool bit of lore that I don't know that if they'll actually do.
By the comet.
But I know that it would be cool to see if they did that. A cool way to, like, do like a versus like on the fantasy with the old world, do a versus like where it's vampires versus cafe, and it's like a remnant of a group that's come from like wherever they're from, and they've come to. I'll take that. They've come to cafe so that they can try and drink the blood of dragon blooded sorcerers. That'd be really cool, actually. In fact, actually, in general, it'd be kind of cool to see a whole setting around the idea of, like,
Ever vigilant.
vampires that are going after sorcerers because they want to drink their bloodline because maybe it tastes better if they're, like, really high ranking. The idea of, like, it just tastes better, and so we go after that. It's not, like, too far-fetched, right? Why do you keep hunting us down? You taste good. Your blood tastes good. Like, that's something you could see, right?
Insolence.
Dread Spears, Dark Shards, Blackcock, Corsairs, Feral Manticore. Anything decent in this? Dark Riders. Okay. I think I can take it.
I trust our dealings.
Look, I gotta write that down. Join the war against this clan. Sure. I don't think they're a huge clan. I'll do it. I mean, if they attack me, they attack me, but I feel like you might be dealing with them very, very soon. Like, I mean, there's a big army, there's a full stack there, but you've taken this place that I knew that was theirs because they just kept coming from there. And I guess there's some in the mountains, there's some places that potentially are theirs. I generally think this is fine, though. Are you both going to go over to here to try and block this? Oh, no. You're just running at me. Is that wise to do? You just sent one of your armies? I mean, I know I'm not on the highest difficulty. I'm on, like, I think I'm on normal. I might be on easy. You know, I generally, I have played a fair amount of this on easy just to have some fun. Did they lose? Oh, they lost. So it wouldn't be surprising if I'm still on easy. But, like, that's a horrendous decision. What do I have? Does it say what difficulty I'm on? Not keybinds. No, I don't think it does. I think I'm on normal, but I could be completely wrong.
Do not waste my potential.
I'm gonna move you up to about here. Move you to about here.
No peace.
And then we're just gonna destroy you. Ooh, who wants this gleaming band? I kind of think that should go on these guys. I don't. No, they do run. God, the horse just looks cool as well. I love armored horses looking like that. I think I need money. I'm just gonna take the money. I turn you into gold to fund my army. Although I don't think I'm actually allowed to do that. They have specific rules to stop me from doing that. Because I could destabilize the whole ecosystem if I did it. But the word ecosystem? The word I've chosen.
I am ready. Are you? Move.
Wait. Okay, that's good. I thought for a second there that it meant they couldn't help each other. And that would have been horrendous. What's this? Tempered. Just increase armor in an AoE. This gives me casualty replenishment. That's pretty decent. What about this? Oh, okay. Almost. Okay. I think he might have blasted gold into his face. Will of the Patriarch. Is this good? Not bad. I probably need to go down this stuff. I'll take compounding medicine because I love casualty replenishment. Alternatively, let's get this.
What?
What is this? It's a battle prayer. It's just a buff. Okay. We probably want the battle prayer. Shield of Faith gives you +2 to AC, which is pretty decent.
Praise
If anyone
be to
gets
Sigma.
that's just a little D&D joke because why
I
not?
serve Sigma.
I'm allowed to joke at this point. There's enough bad things about D&D. I can do some good stuff about it. It's all their own making, though. Obviously, I'm not trying to say that there's just been a hate going on for them. It's all their own fault. They are fumbling the ball, which was with what was effectively a monopoly, in such a huge fashion that it's honestly insane how bad they're doing.
You summon me?
No.
Ooh, I love the look for the witch elves. I wanted to look at that unit in more detail. Okay, you know what? Screw that. I've already given up. Goldtooth is still, I guess, technically alive. I guess they were having trouble with the Skaven, and so they sort of left him alone. But seemingly not for much longer. I love that he just dominates this side. He doesn't even not even close. It's funny, when I was playing the Maggot Lord, the new Nurgle guy, I was playing just above, near where the gates are in Northern Cafe, and I was just dominating. I was slowly making my way down here, and so I would have actually been, if that was happening in this game, I would also, half of this cafe and land would just be Nurgle at this point, which isn't very lore accurate because I don't feel like Cafe and Nurgle have had a huge amount of lore with them. Admittedly, Cafe is inherently doesn't have a lot of lore because it effectively didn't exist as a faction before now. Like, it did. Technically there was lore, but the lore was just that this place was China. I don't want Gotrek and Felix. I've already got too many heroes. It feels like this game went heavily into heroes.
I am ready. Are you?
Like, I swear it used to be that you'd have the occasional hero, and now with legendary heroes being either becoming a thing or becoming at least more prominent, you've got situations like this where there's so many legendary heroes you can get.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
And then inherently you don't want them all in one group because that's just not effective, because you just won't have troops to actually hold the line. So instead it just makes you want to have more. What does this do? Just increase. Oh, come on, show me. Armor piercing damage and explosive damage is an augment. Sure. I don't have many guns. In fact, I've got no guns, but I guess you could stand behind the rocket battery at some point. No, I need enough to make this game. Stop showing me that. There's a legendary building there. I want said legendary building. That is all. I don't even know how I get rid of this. I guess I've got to bring somebody into the ocean. But that sounds like effort. I could just leave his area. What's he got? He's got this place here.
The Empire.
And I got this place here. And then one up here, which also has a hatchy. H-I? Interesting. I know that this might just be a complete coincidence, but I swear the octopus in One Piece is called like Hachi. So I wonder if it means octopus, or it's close to the word for meaning octopus in some language. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, he's gonna have to deal with Grimgore. Is that Grimgore? Ironhide? The orc dude. That's a problem, mate. He's a scary force, especially if he's got a second army in him. Which, by the way, is such a cool mechanic. Which makes complete sense. I really think should have just also been given to Khorne in some capacity. Like a version of it, but maybe it's only demons. Or something. What is he doing? I assume trying to go defend Beiche? 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 Beiche. Do you ever wonder, like, I can understand when it's like an assassin or like a spy or, you know, something that has stalk or something. You ever find it a bit weird whenever it's like, ooh, we won. That's bad. Attack. Okay, didn't attack. I was kind of hoping that you would kill yourself on that. I understand when they have like stalk and stuff and like they're assassins, that why a hero can come up to you and assassinate and you can't kill them back. It's a bit weird when you're like, it's just a guy.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, it's just like a warrior.
Ready.
Ooh, wait a second. Wait a gosh darn second. Can he retreat
Yes.
when he's like that? When he's raiding? Can raiders retreat? Of course they can.
On march.
Ready to serve.
You know, I know they're not
This will fail.
technically helping each other, but it doesn't matter with that. One more turn, game. One more turn, and I will be able to make it so you don't have to keep giving me that. Oh, that's where a load of death has happened, right? Yeah. I love that mechanic. I know that they've already done so many vampires at this point. Like, they're two factions at this point.
Is more valuable.
Yeah, sure. But I'd love them to do more undead, or maybe like, I don't know, redo, like, have some cool mechanics to them, because I love undead. I love the look of undead, and I love how they work with the whole, if you have a big battle, there's like it's easier for you to summon better stuff because a huge battle's happened. Such a cool mechanic. Such a cool faction. It's why I kind of secretly hope that the next game they do, and I know it wouldn't do as well, because I know people don't actually like Age of Sigmar very much, but I'd love for an Age of Sigmar, I'd love for an Age of Sigmar, Total War, just because I think it would do a load to expand some of the factions that don't have a lot of units at the moment. I think it would do a decent amount to, at least in my opinion, it'd be really fun to look at, because there's some factions in that, like the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, where like they would look so cool to play in as an army. Like this, like heavily constructed, like they're less of like skeletons and more like bone golems that have like famous warriors' souls embedded into them. Like being controlled by this general that stays behind and just like orders them into grand formations. Sure, I'll give you 1,000. Wait, that could have gone incredibly wrong if I played it wrongly. I just realized that could have gone so wrong.
So,
I could have lost the 1,000 I needed for the blimmin' building and had to wait another turn. And that might still be a thing. Oh no, I'm gonna get some money from this, it's fine. I'm not wiping out the whole of your faction. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Moving out.
Who said that? Who would say that?
Sigmarite Arch Lector.
How can I beat you? You've raided the tomb of Gilgamesh, and you've
Now you summon me.
and you've like fought the tigers of Ind. How am I beating you? How is this possible? Surely this isn't possible.
Do not waste my potential.
Killing blow, obviously.
Let us begin.
I think this is my favorite hero to have. The warrior priest.
I serve Sigma.
I just like I'm a huge that almost sounded wrong. I'm a huge fan of clerics.
What orders?
Big fan of clerics. Love clerics. What does it give me? Just a wizard building, but it also all armies get mastery of elemental winds for battle wizards. Sure. The 4 elements: fire, earth, water, and steel. Although actually, with this being more Chinese based, I'm surprised that this place wasn't called like the Temple of the 5 Elements, actually. Because don't they have this whole, I don't remember the specifics of it, but it's like their version of the 4 elements, but it's like fire, earth, water. No, it's like fire, water, air, wood, steel, or wood, metal. Something like that. I seem to remember that occasionally when I've read like Chinese novels and stuff, they've had that sort of like 5-pointed one instead. How does that say we're even? You must have a second army that's much stronger. Because the army that was in ZZ didn't look strong enough. So you must have one in Hachai that's like significantly stronger. Don't go to war with my friends, please. I don't want to fight you. And I do feel like you would beat the Northern Dragon. Although that would be a battle I would have loved to hear about. Like the idea of like this alchemy master slash literal dragon versus the biggest and baddest orc that actually exists. Yeah, that actually seems useful to go for. Wow, Goldtooth or whatever his name is done. Do I send just my base guy to go after this? I think I do. I think the logic here is I want to keep this place safe. So he's gonna stay here and sort of live his life. Is there any regiment of renowns I want to add? This sort of spearman with shield is probably better than this basic spearman, right? Let's do that. Bang. What is this? Just handgunners? I don't really have handgunners in my group, but this is probably better than an archer. What are they called? If it's called Robin... Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to be called Robin Hood. I feel like that would have been a cool thing to call it. Obviously, they could... Maybe the Robins would have worked. Although I feel like Robin Hood must be in like, public domain at this point, right? Or they could have called it the Merry Men. You know, like the Merry Men of Robin Hood. I think that's what they're called. That would have been a cool name to call the Regiment of Renown of the Huntsmen, the Hunters. He does not look happy, that guy. Come on, mate, you're like a general. Be happy about it. I think if I was made to come into this world, it's very likely that the place that I'd want to go is Cathay, like to be born into. It feels very much like, until obviously the end, this place was a kind of fortress that nobody was able to like to take. Like, I assume it did end in the end times, but I don't know how it did. I know that if they don't add Cathay to the old world, I'd love them to add them into Age of Sigmar. I think it would been. I think they're such a cool faction, and they have a aesthetic that I don't think anybody really has. I'm trying to think of like factions that have the Chinese aesthetic, and there isn't really one. And like, sure, there's already people that ride dragons already, but dragons have always been kind of a universal thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
No peace, just war.
there's always been like forest dragons and imperial dragons, and you know, the high elves having dragons. You know, like the star dragons, the sun dragons.
Do not waste my potential.
Like, dragons had always been kind of a universal thing, and so it wouldn't have been too weird to have another faction in Age of Sigmar that had dragons that were associated with them, right? I think generally it would be fine.
Who calls?
And I think they would be a really cool faction that you need to use the fact that they are cool to, you know, to the biggest effect you have, because this is an idea that you've had that it's obviously it's not unique, like the Femir I was talking about and stuff, but it's, what's the word? I guess it's like it's close to being it. Like, it's not bad. And it definitely fits a theme more, so it has more of a cohesive theme than some of the other factions they've added into Age of Sigmar. I mean, you look at like the Idoneth, and it's like they're just fish elves, but they haven't done anything with them. Such a shame. And then you've got like the, I don't even remember their name, but there's just like a group that, oh, I got it. They're called Fire Slayers. Because literally, can you guess what they are? The fact that they're slayers, they have a fire theme. That's literally it. I love this. I love that like hero. The fact that it's got the little the lore on its head. Like it's a fish. Or the river troll. Like, it's such a little cool thing that like you could see it's just being a mutation that they've gotten from all the like swamp stuff and like inherent magic that exists. But it has no use. It doesn't. Maybe it lights up.
I am the supreme patriarch.
That'd be kind of funny if it lights up. But I don't think it does. Do I run?
Wind of Shaman, I will.
Winds of Shaman. I couldn't stop myself. I'm very sorry. You will move next turn. Mark my words. You guys can start buffing this building. Yeah, I know. All of you are sad because of the debuff of the event. Oh, I'm sad. I live in the Celestial Lake, but I'm very sad. I have this huge canal near me, but I'm so sad. Come on. You know what? This is... I need more gold. But I need to speed up my... I don't care if I'm sacrificing cool little things that I could have. I need more gold. I want more gold. I need gold. As Gold Member would say. You know, for going all on and on about the fact that that I wanted to use magic loads. I have realized very early on that all I've done is use the gold making one and Balthazar Gelt, and that's it. But I also don't think that I'm in the wrong for doing this. I think it's like the best thing to do. Even that fleet can't get off its ship, right? There's no way. There's no way it can. He's an admiral. He can't command anything once they're on the land. Ignore the fact that admiral apparently literally translates to like commander of. Just commander of. Snaz Squig beard. That's a lie. There's no squig on her beard at all. She can get a beard with or without a squig helping her. I wonder if they canonically... I know in 40k canonically they have hair squigs. Because that's why they have hair. Because, you know, they're innately mushrooms in 40k.
Very well, I will do this.
Sons of the Mountain fell to the endless droplets of war. What is it good for? Obviously taking all of your land. What did that say?
Possible.
Enter a military alliance with somebody.
Let us begin.
I mean, I kind of already have one.
Champion of the faith.
But I guess I could see if he's a big fan of me.
Favored daughter.
Favored daughter?
I understand. There are important matters to consider.
Why do you not want to be a friend with me?
Ready to defend.
Cool. Anyone want to trade with me? Anyone?
Blade
Keeper,
That like I like?
Sheng.
Like, do you want to trade with me?
come, rest. You have journeyed hard.
Pose offer?
Pleasure doing.
Sure. Next. No, I don't particularly want you guys. What about you guys? You're fine. You like me.
Ask your favor. and
Nope. Any of the people that like me want to trade? No? Everybody's kind of...
You may.
Okay. Everybody doesn't like me for some reason. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, this place is going down even when it doesn't. Oh look, these might help it. They'll help it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, surely. Oh, Cougar. Hello, Cougar. Oh, you're too far away from me to care. What's up, Storm Dragon? Defensive alliance. That would bring you effectively into a defensive alliance with your brother. Against Clan Eshin? I'm kind of fine with that. I like being in a defensive... I like how there's 3 factions now in Cathay. It's the Western provinces, the Northern provinces, and then Balthazar Gelt. Just randomly. That's kind of funny. The 3 big powers of Cathay. The Western provinces, led by the Iron Dragon, son of the Celestial Dragon and the Moon... What's her name? The Moon Lady? The Moon Goddess? Something like that. You've got the North Dragon, also the daughter of the Celestial Dragon and the Moon Goddess. Then you have Balthazar Gelt, a dude from the Empire that's a very powerful Law of Metal wizard. That is it. Oh, you've just lost that place. Yeah. I guess defending the gate means that you have to pull a lot of your resources to defending the gate, and you lose a lot of resources that aren't defending the gate. I've got a feeling that both of my friends are going to be attacked by major enemies One of them being the most sneakiest assassin of Skaven, and the other one being the strongest orc ever, who has many times beaten up people that are considered like the best of the best, and then just left because he's won.
I go where I am needed.
He's invaded places that are like
Ulrich's will.
borderline impenetrable, and then just beaten everything and left. Like, how would you feel if you were like, you're a master at like manipulating biological life forms and making abominations? You have your worst abominations imaginable with you, and then a guy and his army comes up to you and he just beats all of them and then just leaves. I'm sure you've hurt him a tiny bit. Like, he didn't come out of it unscathed. He also didn't come out of it like particularly hurt. And you swear that you saw him slightly disappointed at the end of it. How would you feel if that happened? You'd be pissed, right? You know, I will say one thing that they got wrong, I think, with the cultist design for the Nurgle guys. They're too sad. They should be a lot happier. Generally, Nurgles like cultists are quite happy because they're free from pain. They've embraced their inevitable demise. It's effectively what it is. Well, most use the dark and the night, some use fire. Sure. Some do. It doesn't matter, they're just following me around consistently trying to kill stuff, but failing. Okay, that's another one of your places gone. I've got a feeling you're not going to be that much of an ally anytime soon. It's kind of insane that by technicality, I can just sit here and not help you, even though you're an ally with me. Yeah, it's kind of scary though, because if he randomly attacks one of my like settlements that isn't protected, and one of my armies isn't there, I can spawn like a hero. Well, I could spawn a lord, a hero, and then 2 units, and then that's it. I guess I could summon a bunch of Regiment of Renowns that I've got on me to try and hold it back, but I'm kind of used to playing a lot of undead where I just instantly summon everything, or demons where I can instantly summon an army. No, I don't need more order stuff. Yeah, failed. What's this? This is Nakai? Oh, okay. I'll let Nakai deal with all that. It feels like he might be dealing with Skaven, but that feels like a Nakai problem and not a me problem.
Servant of
I keep doing these things that are like, in 5 turns, it may help.
Not waste my potential.
It's like, well,
Supreme
I feel like it's gonna be
I will go.
it's not gonna be worth it after the long while I'm waiting.
I cannot.
You know, I haven't played the Empire much, and I feel like it's mainly just because I don't really understand why people want to play the Empire a lot. Like, nothing against them. Wow. Okay. I guess you can take that place. You're gonna lose your main place from doing it. Oh, you're raiding. That's your logic. Is it that bad that you need your friends there to raid? Do I double back and kill his unit? I don't know if I'd have enough movement to go after it after it retreats. Especially if these dudes are hindering my movement. Okay, there's no way you can take the capital on your own, right? With your two armies, surely. Surely you need more than just that to take them, right? I mean, she's a dragon, right? I will, as soon as I've killed this guy, I will go and help her. I'm not going to give her back any of the territory that I take, but I will go and help her. Just because, like, having a good army defending the walls, even if they're not, like, at full strength. Like, if you've got one of those gates, and then you put an army in there, it's, like, borderline impossible to take. Oh, my money!
Let us begin.
I was going to use that money.
Arch-Lector.
The
Okay,
Empire.
we're going to check to see how I do with just this army. Okay, sure. Decisive victory. We'll take that place. Now you...
Of the weak.
It apparently says that I lose. I don't feel like I lose, but okay. Valiant defeat. That surprises me, if I'm being honest. Do I fight this? I lose a lot of troops if I fail. But I guess the repeaters are scary? You know what? No, I don't think I can win that.
I am the master. Now,
Have I just screwed myself, though?
I will not.
Almost certainly.
Praise be to Sigma.
Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I've just screwed myself.
Are you?
What can you do, though? You make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
Do not waste my potential.
It's just so annoying when you see it and you're like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Servant of Sigma.
If I march, I can't retreat, for one. And for two, I just don't think it matters. There's so many ways I could have dealt with this that involved I mean, he's in the same region. I could debuff all of his armor by 30. It might give him a chance. You know what? Let's try it. I haven't used it before. And you know what? I need more money. When in doubt, make more money. Is there one of these that's like increased my ability to fight? No. Okay. I'll take more gold. Okay, come on. I don't think minus 30 armor is going to be enough for you to for me to beat you. I mean, we're going to retreat. I think you can catch me up. No? Yes. Of course you can. F's in the chat. F's in the chat. I didn't think he used 2 daggers, though. I'll tell you that much. What a gosh darn shame. You did your best, old buddy, old pal. Know that we will avenge you. And we will build a stronger and better group. How do you have so much movement? Stop with this. You don't have that much movement. Oh, is that faction dead now? I liked them. They talked to me. They were nice to me. Is this going to be my downfall? Is that mistake going to be my downfall? Because now if I can't take his new army, what happens there? I have to just wait in this place while he takes all my other places? Oh, that would be hell. That's not happening. No, that's not happening. I'm just going to kill him now in this fight. Yeah, Northern Provinces is dead. You're going to die though. We're going to use that to... You know what? Screw you. We're turning you into money. I know it says pardon captives, but I refuse to believe that it's called pardon captives, and instead it's just... It's just we kill them for money. Yes, yeah, I saw. Cool.
While on my deck, you will do.
You have 0 settlements. Live on your blimmin'... live on your little ship then.
Summon me.
Live on your ship and watch as the world goes on without any of your blimmin' influence. As much as I'd like to upgrade you, mate, I think... Where is my... I guess this is the main place that I build stuff. Yeah, this is the best place. We're going to recruit a new lord here. Do we recruit another arch lector? Just to have another one there to follow in that guy's footsteps. You know what? No, we're gonna get ourselves a general. Let's get ourselves some halberds. Let's go halberd that thing. We're just gonna... Which one of these is better? Anti-large? These aren't anti-large. So I guess these are better. Put 2 in there. Do one of each here. And one of these huntsmen as well. Or I could get a war wagon. It does cost more from this, right? Like this, yeah, it costs significantly more. I won't get those, I'll move up for them. Let's get myself another one of these great swordsmen. You can have this Reichsguard in your group. You can have this unit of flagellants in your group as well. Anything here I wanna get? I could get the cannon. I want the cannon though. What do I need to build to get the cool dudes? I need like a basic wall, and then I need to up the basic wall. I seem to remember that being a thing I needed to do. So he's going to be spending all of my money, and do I just go to war with these guys? I really don't know how many settlements they have though. Let's have a look. Gavin, Clan Eshin. You have 13 settlements.
Eshin are blood in.
That's slightly worrying, especially with my lowered army now. Although I could get another army right here if I wanted to. Can I... Is it insane to get a 3rd army? I might do it. Do I do it this turn, though? You know what? I'm doing it. Oh, I didn't have enough for this. Never mind. If I had enough for that, I'd do it this turn. You know, I'd get myself another 3,500. Do I think I could take Skaven with just Balthazar Gelt's army? I don't think I could. Am I gonna try anyway? Why not? I mean, it's for the stream, right? There's a chance we never do this campaign again. So I may as well. Really doesn't work when you're like,
Let us begin.
I go into hidden encampment and then like just directly in front of you. You know what I mean? It's like, if you want to do something like that, there are ways you can do it. First things first, we're going to repair this. Second thing second. Let's get a new Imperious Arch-Elector boy.
Arch-Lector.
Let's
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
immediately...
Honored to serve.
Oh wait. Where's the...
Champion of the faith.
Where's the building that I have now? Oh, that's the thing. Let's put a hero in that Graves group.
To the provinces.
Battle wizard. I want a battle wizard of Bright, because they look cool.
You need fire? You need fire? Summon speed.
No, I
serve
just
no
wanted the
must.
Bright wizard for no other reason not to do fire. Of course I want blimmin' fire. Why are you not in that group? Get in there.
Rights are spoken.
Oh, you
What does
can't.
the Emperor bid?
Fair enough. You can't. Have I completely forgotten about the literal thing I said I was going to do? Probably. I will get onto it in a second, though. Oh, 1,500. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, sure. I don't want to do that at the moment. Because I need to do this guy
By
first.
Sigmar.
Boop, boop. Do you want the long gunner? You have the long gunner. Do you want some Jade Warrior with halberds? Yes, you do. Do you want this Iron Hail gunner? Sure. You're my big boy gunner one. Everyone build a building that either increases our trade or increases our ability to make money.
The nation calls.
The nation calls. Ignore the fact I've effectively made an empire that is comparable to some of the, like, blimmin' elector counts states. What would you call them? Are they called the states? I've heard the people that... I guess you call them electors? Those lands. Like, if you look at what I have, and then you look at, like, Ostermark, I'm probably equivalent, if not better. Ooh, more money to compensate for the fact I'm spending a load of money. Yes, please.
Praise be to Sigmar.
Yeah, let's just get you a bunch of great swords in your group. One of these guys. And then this dude and this dude. I've spent all my money.
Ready.
What's
Pick up the
here?
pace.
Nothing? Oh, it's not a place that's evil. I really suspected this to be a place that was evil.
Who calls?
Oh yeah, I was buffing this guy as well. Wait, can you not? Oh, you don't have enough for the Great Swordsman now. Well, that was a mistake. Who was stupid enough to do that? Whoever that was made a huge mistake. Just get some more money for me. Try that again. Thank God I still have all this money prepared. Imagine if I didn't have enough money to get the units that I was trying to get here. That'd be insane, right? Yeah, do that. Why not? I want more salt. As if I'm not salty enough already. I thought that said the staff of the Votan for some reason, but I don't know why. They're not related to what's happening here. I swear to God, Ashton, if you take this place that I'm right next to, I will be very annoyed. Although I'm already going to war with you, so you taking this place doesn't change anything. It just means that my armies now have something to attack. I also, I guess, have a cast a spell eye. You did kill my, like one of my friends who technically I was in a defensive alliance with. I think anybody's like used that technicality before, where it's been like, hey, we're in a defensive alliance, why aren't you helping me?
Are
Well,
you? Moving on.
technically it's only for defense, and
No, no.
and you were already being attacked before then, and so it doesn't count, and so I don't need to help you. Do you think that anybody's used that before? I feel like they haven't, because that's kind of insane to say.
What?
Well, I think this is one of the few times where I actually don't know
It is
where
time.
specifically the enemies are. For the even like I've dealt with Skaven before, and it's normally pretty obvious where the Skaven actually are, right? Yeah, you're gonna go inspiring.
Do not waste my potential.
I would never waste your potential. You waste that all on yourself. You don't need my help to do that.
You summon me.
Shield of Faith, 100%.
The Empire.
They came from up here, so I've got a feeling that these lands generally are theirs. I mean, they feel like they would be, but I'm not 100% sure.
Sigma.
You know what? You're alright. Praise Sigmar. He's a good dude. Am I screwing myself by not having heavily defensive? Like, do you want great swords and halberds? If I look at their armor compared to like these, like they've got much better armor, but they don't have a shield. Is that detrimental? Do I want a couple people with shields? I mean, there's no real problem to having a couple people with shields, right? I guess it feels like a bit of a waste to use the two I can summon, the two recruitments on that, but I think I do want at least a couple people to take the hits, you know? Yeah, sure, let's fill that. Yeah, I want better bulls, why not? I'm taking any of the money buildings, and I don't regret taking them. Okay, so I have all of this stuff. What's this stuff? Income from province. Ooh. Ooh, I could take that though. Ooh, I could take this though. Take this though. Unlock recruitment of the following Elector Count state troops. Swords of Ulfric. Harroburg. Caroburg? Probably Caroburg, if I had to guess. I like how I can get ambassadors to the blimmin' ogre tyrant. I don't feel like that's useful for us, if I'm being completely honest. I'm gonna go for this. Who buffs to me? I don't need buffs. I'm strong enough already.
I am the
Oh,
supreme
this was the same
Lector.
turn I did that. I didn't think it was.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Yeah, get another spearman in your group. I'm using a lot of their money, but I'm hoping that the fact that I'll have one quick and okay army to sort of help me with the Skaven problem, and one army that can make their way here that will have pretty decent units, will be enough to sort of help me in this situation. I feel like it's inevitable for the orcs to fight the northern provinces, but the longer it takes, the better, because that means I don't have to go into a war against them. Who do I want to go for? Do I want to start with going for these further back ones? I mean, even if there's nobody in these places, they're still places I gain, right?
It is best to move.
Okay, how many turns does it take to go here? 3. It is worth then to
Yes, that will do.
march. If it knocks it down by a turn, it's worth it.
Yes, my lord.
You got 15 troops left. I think we want to shore up the fact that you don't have enough hunters by getting 1 extra hunter, and then we're gonna hold the rest of this up with just these dudes. 1 more of them, and then we're gonna go to over here, which, ooh, if I wait, I could get some Knights of the Black Rose. That's huge. Let's do that.
Protector of the weak.
You, on the other hand, do I think you're strong enough to hold this line? As you are right now. Probably? You're gonna move up.
Forward in his
I
name.
can't see any other enemies, and admittedly, I'm dealing with the stealthiest Skaven known to man. So me not seeing them is not a huge... You know, they could still be there, right? But I think I'm fine. I'm gonna try and take here, here, and here. Then move up, take here. Then maybe take this. Moving down, take this. Like, move like that. I think that would work, right? I think that's a decent idea. City of the Shugagian. Shugengan? Admittedly, when I saw that, I thought it said Churagan. But I think it's something different. Although, having a place that's called, like, City of the Churagan wouldn't be too weird. Like, City of the Healer. Although I think Churagan might be, I assume, is Latin. Or Greek. I very much doubt that that's actually a Chinese word, so maybe it wouldn't work. The Nemesis crown was taken by Heinrich of the Barrow Legion.
True servant of Sigmar.
I mean, I don't really know what this Nemesis crown thing
Waiting
is.
orders.
And now I'm too scared to ask. And those guys are a bit scary.
I am ready. Are you?
So I think we're gonna double back.
Follow me.
I know I was gonna deal with them, but I've decided against it. If you've got 2 armies coming this way,
The Heldenhammer.
then we're gonna show you Heldenhammer. Heldenhammer.
Provinces.
You will move though.
On march!
On march. Yeah, sure. This is going to be important now. This is going to be a fight that'll make or break my war with the Skaven. If they attack now, and they've got enough room to attack now, it doesn't seem like they do. But oh god, there's another army coming. That's a 4th army. How many blimmin' armies do you have? I mean, I probably should take the initiative, right? And run at them. Probably not the best idea. but also I've never been known for having the best ideas. And my kind of hope is that they just don't have a particularly strong army. You know, there's a chance, right? Okay, ambusher detected. Oh, deathmatch. Deathmatch is I've detected him, right? So it doesn't mean, it means that them being able to trying to sneak up on me doesn't mean anything. God, they were very, very specific on there. Okay, let's have a look at this. I mean, the rat ogres are scary. The warp fire throwers are scary. The storm vermin's scary. Generally, their basic guys aren't.
No.
2 chieftains, that's not a huge thing. Bunch of slaves. Couple of warp fire throwers. Night runners are, I guess, a bit scary. Not the scariest army I've seen.
Failed.
I think I can fight that. I mean, my second army's
Yes.
it's gonna be interesting. If he's got lightning attack,
No.
which I don't think I can see if he's got it or not. But if he has like a lightning attack, it becomes more of a problem, especially if he's got it at the max rank. I'm sort of screwed if that happens. I could do this buff on them so that armies within I could imagine like 30% less on them seems incredible. Why haven't I been doing this, for example? I've just realized I could have just done this and gotten myself a battle. I'm gonna do it on this one. Can I do that? Yeah, if I choose here, can I just get a... What does this do? A magma storm? Sorry about that, I forgot to turn off notifications. What's this? I think I'm gonna do this. Let me actually quickly turn off my notification sounds, just so that I don't have that happen again. Boop. Sorry, I probably should set this up with the streaming mode so that doesn't happen.
Ready to burn them.
Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, okay. Join this dude's army.
Sigmar's will.
And then get yourself, like, some cool abilities, like Burning Head, and, like, Kindle Fire, and, like, Boom.
By the comet.
And then, are we gonna fight it? Let's do it.
Move.
Hacker voice, we're going in.
Warrior of Sigmar.
For better or for worse, we're going
This is
in.
not fitting.
You know what? Balthazar, do your buff.
Let us begin.
This is going to be the deciding factor between us winning this campaign
Sigmar
and us losing this campaign. But I am I not in your land yet?
The nation calls.
No. Okay. What do you want to build? We're gonna make it so that I don't have to do this movement shit next time. Start building like the important things. What do I gain from this? Like gunners, right? I just really don't care for gunners. So I guess I just build more money. I mean, yeah, we want basic recruitment buildings in everywhere, right? Just having access to those just seems good. Is there nothing I can recruit for this guy? No. Godspeed. Godspeed, that's all I'll say. That is a cool little dude just walking around. Plan action. It says I almost beat all your armies, and I've got one of your armies isn't here. Ambush. Damn. I don't think I... I'm gonna fight it. First fight of the whole thing, but I'm in 2 hours and 25 minutes into the stream, and this is the first fight we're gonna do. I will pause immediately when I get the option to, because, by the way, I don't think I'm gonna win this, because I think that was one of the better armies, his army. Although I think it just had a lot of night runners, if I remember correctly. Oh, his ambush allows him to have allies as well. That's cool. I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't think you were allowed allied ambushes.
Battle ready!
Can't he just wait until his friends are there? Look, Wizard, I know I want you to be the leader, but you're not the leader. Okay, let's have a look at this. So we got a couple of dudes over here, a couple of dudes over there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is bunch of chieftains. Right, you I guess you start shooting at him. Do I think that I'm gonna sorry if I'm not talking at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out what to blimmin' do at the moment. You're gonna move over to here. You're gonna go attack these things. They just destroying my units before they can even get any attacks off. Yeah, they're geniuses. Geniuses. There's nothing I could do here. Well, there was stuff I could do, but not anything I'm smart enough to do. Nothing I'm smart enough to do. Okay, one. Burn them. Yeah, they're just destroying me. Just fast forward it. We got no chance. They just destroyed my units, and now they're just gonna go attack my... Ah, what a shame. What a shame. Literally, it's the whole ability. I shouldn't have thought I could do this. Living Death Master, you've done it again. You've won again. I don't think it's over with me losing both of these armies. I do think it's not great. Because with this retreating, I assume it means that all of my units are dead, because it's an ambush. Which means that my my main army, Balthazar, is probably dead. I don't think it's over because of that. I think it's probably we're going to take a couple of losses. We might need to retreat to our next big city. Probably lose a lot of the surrounding settlements. I feel like he can't ambush again, though. Oh, wait, they're not dead? They just run away a bit? Oh, that's much better. Wait, why did I run away? I mean, I may as well retreat. Good luck getting all your dudes near me. I guess you could finish off. Yeah, you're gonna finish off that army. Okay, fair enough. You did lose a lot though. Jesus, you lost a lot. Oh, maybe I could have won that. I just assumed I was lost. That didn't go as badly as I thought. I mean, I don't think I can take the army and that building. I don't think I'm that strong, but I don't think it's as easy. I don't think they can take as many settlements as I initially thought. And that does mean because of all the upkeep that's gone now from all those armies I had, I do have a lot of money to use at the moment. So there might be a chance in which I can use this to my advantage. The fact I didn't lose my main army is a huge bonus.
Do not waste my potential.
Do I attack there? I don't know how big this garrison will be. I've got to see.
I will.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to win that.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
We'll move to here. This place is going to produce a lord. What kind of lord do I want? Let's get ourselves. Why not? Let's get ourselves a master engineer. Yeah, why not?
Master engineer.
You know he's a master engineer because he says his name. Let's get ourselves a unit of horsemen. Obviously that hasn't gone well, but I'm not sure whether it's gone horrendously well, like horrendously bad, or just slightly bad, you know? Why did I not have this building? Was it destroyed? That feels like an odd placement for a building that to not be there, you know?
Master engineer.
Well, just this army can't take this place.
By good sense.
I could get some more money. I could get myself a... You know what? Let's get myself a gold wizard.
Gold wizard.
Gold wizard.
My gifts.
God, they do look a bit like him, but like he's gonna step further, and his looks a bit more regal, I'd say. Next turn he's kind of screwed. I guess the logic is they might double in on my guy. If that happens, that happens. Can you guess why I don't, or I auto resolve a load of stuff based on what you've seen just there? The only one I did instantly lost. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't actually think there was many things I could have done there. I guess I could try to run back my troops. But I still think it wasn't very likely for me to win that. Okay, he's going to sit there, probably trying to assassinate me and failing, but not epically failing. The important thing is to see if your main army comes out to sally forth against my army, which it didn't. That's important. Because that means that maybe I have a chance. I guess I do have to bear in mind that his armies are... It said that my armies were equal to his, but it was also counting the army that's really far away, that's actually full of pretty advanced units. So actually, it might be closer to him having the advantage.
You summon me.
Damn, they're all just out of reach. That's such an annoyance. But I mean, that's what they're going for, right? I can't be too mad because
On march.
it's exactly what I would have done in that situation.
So many ideas.
Still doesn't mean it isn't annoying. Yeah, my troops that I'm getting for him isn't going to be great, but I can get some Rights Guard. I can get some Knights of the Blazing Sun, which are anti-infantry. What's the difference between these two? One's shock cavalry and one's proper cavalry. One has more attack but lower melee defense. The other one has lower charge bonus but a bit more armor. Okay, I think I want these guys. Do I get a unit of Rights Guard as well? These feel like better Rights Guard. Do I just want 3 of them? If I'm already spending 2 turns here, I may as well spend 2 turns and use the full amount of it, right? Research. Okay. I could do assembly lines, increase my income by even more. Or I could start doing like this. Just for... I always have missile units. So increasing like the... Increasing missile resistance for missile units. Not bad, right? The fact that I always do this last means I never have the money to do these things. Because I could do like... Which would this fall under? No. Is there not one for... Oh, the Skaven fall under the Foul. They're apparently put up there with Lizardmen, weirdly. I don't feel like Lizardmen are equivalent to Skaven, Greenskins, or Ogres, really. I think I want to take the final one of this. I'm going to take this. It's just a nice little buff to my archers. God, assassination, the ambush thing just... They properly screw me over by doing that. There's not really much I can do when they decide to ambush me. I don't know how I defend against that. Okay, they're rushing towards me, which means they've got other people that are going to come up and help actually initiate the attack, which is you. I win this, and I take 1 loss. Yeah, yeah, it's a spearman as well. Replenish everything. I must be playing on easy because I'm making stupid mistakes and not being punished for them. Like they shouldn't have done that. It didn't say they were gonna win. In all situations, you would just not take that, right? You would not go into a fight you're going to lose when you have a pretty decent advantage. Like, they have another army. I know they have another army. Yeah, I'll spend that for more leadership.
I am ready. Are you?
Oh, look at this. But what did I get for killing Deathmaster? I have the ability of Stalk now.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Seems decent.
Yes, that will do.
Gonna move to
Stick
here.
to it.
Work to do.
You have work to do.
Grand inventor.
Root Marcher. Survivalist. That is a pigeon bomb. You know what? Fair. They're reasonably safe as well. Can't deny that. Ooh, yes please.
Now,
Buff my base unit. What do I want on you? I kind of wanted you also to be pretty decent at buffing, but you're not. Which disappoints me.
let us begin.
I would love to know from like somebody who's really good at this game what actually like the optimal things to go for.
Would be quicker if you want it done right. The
Like-
constituent elements must be strong.
Like, is it right to go for some of the things I'm going for?
Field work always sounded less sticky.
So,
Because like I never know what to pick with those like little improvements, like weapon strength. There's like weapon strength. There's like armor. There's health. Like, is armor better than health? Like, it'd be interesting to see what like a breakdown of that kind of stuff. Because in the scheme of things, I doubt it actually makes a huge difference, right? Like an extra 2% weapon damage
Imperial Scholar.
isn't the difference between you winning or not. Well, but in like 99% of times, right? But it must have like some impact at like maybe the higher levels. Like there are people that do like pointed battles of this, and I imagine in those situations, like, I guess you're not doing upgrades like this. You're not leveling up something because it's all just standard template stuff. But it would be interesting maybe to see how they look at units and like the the breakdown of like, is this one good because of its armor or because of its health? Like, how much that goes into whether you'll use a unit or not. Because we have situations in armies where there'll be like 2 instances of shock cavalry, and like one of them may be more expensive and stronger, but like,
If you had a
do you
thought,
take that
it'd be
or do
lonely.
you like
Invention is my gift.
yes,
like, do you go for that one or do you go for like 2 of the smaller ones because for the price it's better to do that, better to go for that instead? It'd be interesting to see.
you inhabit. Not for long.
And whether like, because I remember based on the couple skirmish games I've done, I remember there
For the
also
Empire.
being like the
Is
ability
this the
to
correct ratio?
like, if you've got spare money, you would put it towards
My strategies are impeccable.
You would put it towards leveling up. Like if you had any spare money, you could level up a unit, level up its rank.
An immaculate execution.
Like I'd be interested to see if that has a big big change to stuff. Like,
Do
are
not
you
waste my
strategically
protection.
choosing people to rank up that you know will have
You summon
a
me.
decent effect? Like maybe they have a more favorable outcome
Expert in
against
innovation.
ammunition lord's army. I'll take leadership.
Just as I designed.
Like does it mean that like maybe like a basic, take a spearman for example, is it a situation where
Sagacity personified.
is it a situation where like in some situations
I choose only the best.
let's take a unit of these as well.
How best to achieve perfection?
Is there a situation where like a basic spearman unit for example could face off against a unit that's much more expensive than it if you just decide to
Step to it.
if you just decide to give him a couple of ranks, and you may as well do that when you have like the spare money or something.
Immaculate execution.
The only reason I'm bringing this stuff up is because I know that the tabletop, when it comes to like strategies, like making it so that something costs 10 more is like a huge, not a huge difference, but it will have a notable impact on stuff. And that's because like it means you maybe can't take like one more unit in this squad, or like maybe one of your, back in the day when like war gear was like something you had to pay for, maybe it's a situation where that's the one time you can't it's like that you can't take an extra flamer or something, or you can't take an extra great weapon or something. It'd be interesting to see the light details that exist. I could be overthinking it. I don't know how big the scene for like competitive Total War skirmishes is. I seem to remember a while back on YouTube it recommending me some people doing competitive skirmishes, but I'll be honest, I didn't. This would have been Total War Warhammer 2 era, so it's a couple of years ago. So it easily could have died off or something. I know that the third game's initial startup, I think people are sort of come around on it now, but initially it was pretty not well received. The initial factions, I think that the initial factions generally were okay, but
As the Empire demands.
I'm not sure if my opinion is the same as
Pick up the
many
pace.
other people's
My
opinions.
inventions serve the Empire. 'Tis the wisest path.
I think people generally just didn't like some of the things they did. Do I get rid of... I have a pretty heavy front line already. Do I just get rid of a spearman to get this cool regiment around thing?
By the comet.
Expert in innovation.
Expert in innovation.
Let me take a look at you.
I'm going to take Pome. Because while they don't have a huge army, I may as well take advantage of it. Where's the one that I built a wall on? Oh, let me look at my quest. Wasn't there one that gave me like the guy? Whole wall. Yeah, that. There's a reason I bought a tall wall, and it was for that dude. Isn't there another one? Trial by combat. Kill 100 enemies with melee cav or demigryph knights. Okay. Well, that one I'm just going to sort of ignore. I don't really need any more legendary lords, so legendary heroes, so I'm not hugely worried about this stuff. I think I'll stick to just general buffs to my money. Look, I'm sticking to the guy that I'm playing. And the guy I'm playing literally spent his life learning how to turn lead into gold. So, or just turn anything into gold. He loves gold. And so, I'm going to play it where he just has a heavy money look on life. By the way, whoever thought to have these like little flags to be the indicators of the different factions is awesome, because they all look pretty unique and they all have unique shapes to them and designs on them, and it does make me more interested about the factions. Like seeing that sort of flag coming at like on the enemy side would scare me. Something like this, less so, but the whole point is they're probably not coming at you just with their flag out for you to see. They're probably ambushing you, and the last thing you see before you lose is that thing. Hey, that's cheating. You can't just randomly attack a place over here. Well, I'm taking your places after destroying your armies after my army was destroyed in an ambush. That's not fair. Everyone knows you need complete fairness when you're dealing with blimmin' war. Because like we're civilized people here, sure we're at war, but we can still be civilized. God, that guy used to be strong. What happened? Does he have? I don't think he's got a territory. He's got 2 armies and no territory? I'm sure you can take somewhere with 2 armies. You've got 3 armies and no territory. Did he get attacked when he sent his 3 armies out to do with something else? I've had that before. God, you can see why I wouldn't want to play Empire sometimes. When you look at the other factions and they're riding wacky stuff. They're not just riding wacky stuff into battle, but they have cool units.
To the provinces.
Ooh. Oh, old buddy, old pal. You've unintentionally got into the best place possible.
Don't cross wires!
Sigmar compels us.
Now, don't get me wrong. That was not by coincidence. That was not by like me actually figuring stuff out. That was 100% a coincidence. It's a decisive victory, and I understand that it's a decisive victory, but this guy needs XP.
By the comet.
That's literally it. I'm bringing this guy to learn how to fight a Roman war. Yeah. What does he have in his hand? Is that a gun? It's like a big blunderbuss.
The nation calls.
Sagacity. Personified.
Let us begin.
Personified indeed, mate. What do I want to choose here? Do I just want to go more into the Emperor's Finest? It just seems very good.
Grand Inventor.
He is a grand inventor. We're all grand
The
inventors.
constituent elements must be strong.
I love how every time I get a chance, it's just like, yeah, this guy can have 1 more unit.
Is this the correct ratio?
Like, at the end of the day, I'm not hugely going into, like, his stuff. It's just, he gets 2 units whenever we take a place. Literally that. I love how they signed Dragon Guy. I think I'm not gonna like toot my own horn, but I kind of think because he doesn't have to deal with attacks from one direction because he's got me as an ally on that direction, I think it might be the reason why he's doing okay still. Because the Northern Dragon lady did not have that luxury. Yeah, close defeat. Gavin, what are you doing? You lost half your army to a basic garrison. That's not good. Do you reckon this Turtle Gate is also Skaven? I don't feel like they would need the Turtle Gate. Thing is about the Turtle Gate is, if I owned it and it was my only settlement, I wouldn't be able to really produce anything because it wouldn't produce income. Oh god, Altdorf, what happened to you? Oh god, Grimgor, what's happened to you? I don't have a hugely good army. I have one army that's pretty good, one army that's very, very good, and one army that's very mediocre. And yet there's some of these people I'm dominating that are supposed to be like
Potential.
the main people of their faction.
Bringing plans to fruition.
Bringing up plans to
So many ideas.
fruition. Wait, is Ming Zi the final place? No, it's Wang Chen. Of course.
My inventions serve the Empire.
They do indeed, old buddy, old pal. I wonder if this place is Skaven. There's no way that there's also Skaven here. What? That's Skaven? Boom. I know people like playing like the actual
Imperial
battles,
Scholar.
but I'll be honest, I do have a lot of fun just playing this as sort of like a grand strategy game where I have no control over the actual fights. There is a decent amount of fun to that. Admittedly,
What?
obviously it doesn't work on the proper high
For the
level
Empire.
difficulties. And obviously this is not, I wouldn't
Small but
suggest
substantial modifications.
I would suggest people to do this. But it is interesting.
To battle.
Oh, damn this person. He's going to be able to run away. I know he's going to be able to run away. And I'm going to be really sad because he's going to run away. You build a defensive building just on the off chance as well. Do I think that was the right decision? I don't think it is. But I've already done it, and so you know
An
I'm.
immaculate execution.
There's no way. There's no way there's Skaven in all of these gates, are there? There's no way, right? Do I go like Wang Chen, Nanli, Nanguao, and then that'll be it? I know you're supposed to get more and more of these, like, permanent things, but honestly, the money just seems better all the times. Okay, this will probably be the final turn I'll do, and then I'll call it a day, because it's getting late. I've got a busy weekend. Doing the thing that they literally... It's a necessary thing, but it is also the almost definition of blimmin' tedious. But what can you do? I love this guy, by the way. I can't get him because I don't think I've got the DLC, but... Well, and I know I don't have the DLC, but so I don't think I can get him. But he's like a like a golem, but he's got the wings and he's got like I think he's got a bow. Such a cool look. It's like them. I think the Tomb Kings get a similar unit, which I'm actually surprised the Tomb Kings haven't gotten a bit more recently. It does feel like they're one of those factions that like was really good when it came out, but like kind of is like mostly ignored now. What? What are you doing here? Like, that guy's cool, but he doesn't have an army with him. What's he doing? Where are they fighting something else while fighting me? That would make sense why he's been losing to me a fair amount. But I don't think that's what's happening. Weird. Faction destroyed, Lamian Sisterhood. That's a shame. I quite like the aesthetic of the Lamians.
Burdened with brilliance.
The nation calls.
I don't think you're going to be able to help me in this. Oh, you are. Nice. I mean, there's nothing here, so you don't need to help me anyway. Look, there's nothing here.
By the comet.
I mean, I have to try it. They're just gonna run, but no, I had to try. There is a chance that both of these try and attack me, but I actually don't think they win. Like, sure, my leader is quite weak, but my army in general is pretty strong. God, there's so many upgrades that just don't give me a lot of income, but also need to be done to then mean that I can get income later. You know, it's so annoying. Anyway, I'll give this a save, just in the off chance we come back to this, but it's not a definite in this spot. Because this is sort of becoming the second one of those slots where it's just like I play what I want, but not like the mostly relaxing games like the Monday slot. Anyway, that'll be me. Hopefully this has been fun to watch. Like, I know a lot of people have been, because the DLC's coming out, a lot of people that have been playing Total War have been playing the DLC ones, so I thought it'd be cool to show off at least the campaign effects of somebody who got improvements from the DLC but also wasn't the main person for the DLC. So I hope it's been fun to watch. So I'll see you on Monday probably. I might do something over the weekend, but I'm a bit busy, so it's unlikely. Anyway, see you. Bye. 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 Bye.